Right, so next I want to discuss if and else statements. So let's say we have a similar application to the application we made in the last tutorial, in which you can manipulate a number by going up and down with it. So what if I don't want to go below 0 in this case? I can simply say if a certain value is equal to something. So in this case, I want to check and see what value is the number on. The number in this case is the number I put in the text fields in here. So I want to see if this number is above 0. So I say if num is larger than, with this sign in here, 0. So if this is above 0, the num value, I can say decrease this and put it in the text field. So let's see. Just to recap, if the number is above 0, so let's say if it's 2, we can decrease it by 1 and show it in the text field. But if it's not above 0, we will simply not do anything. So if I test this now, you can see I can go up, but I can't go below 0. So we can do the same thing with going up. We can say if num is smaller than, in this case, let's say 10. So if I write 10 in here, I can't go above 10. So if I move this in here and save it, you can see I can go until 10. Alright. So you can see the power of if and else statements. But why is it called if and else? Well, simply because you can say after this, you can simply say an else statement. So for example, if let's take this one for example. So if this number is not above 0, so let's say if it's 1, or I mean if it's 0, it's not larger than 0, it's equal to 0, it won't perform this. It won't go down by 1 and it won't put it in the text field. But we can say, so else, in that case, we can say else and then 2 curly braces, and now we can say what to do then. So in that case we can say, let's copy this, text holder.text is equal to the value of the number, and we will add a new string value plus to that. So we will say it's let's just say it can't go under, and then it will provide the 0 for us. So if I test it now and I try to go down below 0, it will say it can't go below, under 0. You can see my text field is a little small for this. Let's just go and resize this a little. Let's see. This should do. Let's test it. And it fits. So it can't go below 0. If I go up, it's showing me a number. If I go down, it's 0. And if I try to go further down, it will say it can't go under 0. Alright. So you can see the power of if and else statements. One last thing I want to show you is the if and else and if else. So let's see. Let's say we want to see if we are on 5. We can say if num is equal to 5. Remember to put double the equal sign, because that means if something is equal to a value. If you put a single sign, it means you are attaching the value to num. Right. So double equal sign. We can say increase, sure. Put it in the text field, sure. But maybe we want to add something to it. So let's say, I don't know. Let's just put a message in there. For example, hi there, you are on, and then 5. But then we still want to limit the value from going above 10. So we can say else if let's see. This is probably not the best way of doing this, but you get the picture of how else if works. So we say else if, and now we can provide a new condition in here. And we can say num is smaller than 10. And we can put the old value in here. And delete this. Alright. So if I test it now, I can go up until 5. And then above 5 it will say hi, you are on 6. Because you're pressing it after it was equal to 5. And then we can go up again until 10, and we can't go above 10. If you want this to be exactly on 5, you can just try to put it on 4 and make sure your timing is right, because else and if statements work on a logical way, and it's kind of easy to get confused in here. But I hope you make the most of this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.